What's up, guys? Craig
And Brian?
here with Everyday Outdoors, and we've got a first review for you guys. This is our first flashlight review, and we have the Nebo, I'm not sure how you say it, CSI Edge here. Price point $10 for this. Now, I want you to keep in mind the fact that this is a $10 flashlight throughout this review, because there's some things about it that that could be improved, but for $10 you don't really expect to have things like that. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the lumens, which is, this puts out 50 lumens and it's only got one LED in there. So that's one thing that I would consider to be a feature of maybe a $10 flashlight as opposed to a flashlight that costs more money. Because obviously the more money you put out for a flashlight, the more LEDs and the more lumens you expect it to put out. Made of anodized aircraft grade aluminum, and this is actually a steel clip. And one thing that I thought of that's pretty cool about this is you could use this steel clip and make it a hat light. Put it on the brim of your hat, and then you have a perfect little hat light there, and obviously it's going to be hands-free at that point, which is really handy. Because sometimes with whatever task you're doing, you don't have enough hands to hold a flashlight and work or do whatever you were doing at the same time, obviously. And another interesting feature that this has is it can be used as self-defense. And now it actually specifies on the flashlight, if you want to hold that up to the camera for me so that you could get it in frame. It says caution sharp edge, right?
Let's get a nice view of that. 1 second.
There. And we'll try and get a good shot of that for you. It says caution sharp edge. And I think I mentioned in a previous video when I showed this real quick, you never see that on a flashlight, but we do love sharp things. But you never see caution sharp edge on a flashlight, obviously, because there's not a lot of flashlights where you have to worry about a sharp edge. But that could be used as self-defense. If you hold it like this, you could just hold it like this and just, God forbid you ever need to, just bash the hell out of someone.
Yeah, last ditch resort.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna put up a video on our thoughts on weapons and knives. Really, self-defense is the last thing that we want to think about when we think about a lot of the tools and gear that we review. God forbid you ever need to use it for self-defense. It can be used for that in many circumstances. But we like to look at the gear that we review as having some value as a tool or a utility to carry around with you every day and use every day.
With multiple purposes.
Yeah, and one other cool thing that I thought was pretty unique on this was it has the buttons on the back here, so it's easy to press, and then you've got the light right there, obviously. Button's easy to press, but the button is glow in the dark. So if it's completely dark in a room, you'll be able to see where you can turn the flashlight on, which is really cool. And one last aspect of this flashlight is that it has nice rubber grip here. And there's some rubber on certain gear, tools, knives, flashlights, where you'll feel it it's a little bit too big for the tool. And you'll feel like air under it, and it can be moved around easily. Not the case with this. You can't move this around at all. It's very sturdy, and so it's got a good rubber grip. Although, Brian, you said you have a concern with it.
Yes, one of my concerns is, let's get a close-up view of that. The material, the plastic material on here, the handle, it's not a huge deal, but over time I think it would break down. It's just got that feeling to me. I've had similar flashlights with this material. So that's the only concern that I had.
But the good thing about this, once again, is $10. If you have gear that's cheap, especially as cheap as $10, then you can put it through some hard use. You could take it out in the field. You could carry it with you every day. And you don't have to worry about wear and tear or it breaking or losing it as much as you would, say, a $200 knife, for example, just to throw an example out there.
And the Phoenix and Surefire flashlights, they
yeah,
get
they're expensive also, some of them. But I mean, say you're carrying a $200 knife, you're going to be nervous if you damage that knife or if you lose that knife.
Break the tip.
Or even in this case, if you're carrying an expensive flashlight and you do something to damage it or you lose it, that's going to hurt the wallet, especially at $200 or any price around there even. I'm speaking at least in our case because we're college students. We don't have money like that to spare. But that's going to hurt your wallet regardless of who you are. With this case, $10, honestly, I'm going to try as hard as I can not to because it's still good gear. It's awesome. But if I lose this, it's not the end of the world. If I break this, it's not the end of the world. If the rubber degrades or somehow gets a little worn, it's not the end of the world. And I'll still be able to use it. That's not like it makes it unusable. But that's the Nebo or Nebo. I honestly don't know how to say the company name, but that's this flashlight. And for all those reasons, I'm going to say it's a great buy. I'm going to say it's actually an awesome buy. I wasn't planning on buying a flashlight. I was at an Army-Navy store, and this was up at the counter, and I just happened to see it. I took it out, I tested it a little bit, I messed around with it, and it's bright enough for my needs. I don't need a super bright flashlight. I don't need a super expensive flashlight. I can't afford a super expensive flashlight. And this was just the perfect fit for my EDC everyday carry system. Now, I carry this with me every day, easy pocket clip. I usually tend to carry smaller knives when in my EDC systems. So I keep them in my small pocket, on my right side because I'm a righty. I can put a knife and this in my right small pocket and both will clip right in there, and it's just a perfect fit and you barely notice it, and it's awesome. It's pretty damn light. I can't give you the exact weight right off the bat. If I find out the exact weight, I'll annotate it right here. If there's no annotation, you know that I didn't find the exact weight. But that's really all you could say about this nice little flashlight. What we're gonna do is we're going to insert a clip right here of, we're going to turn out all the lights and just do a shine test around the room so that you can see how bright it is in a dark place.
Obviously, this isn't going to be, your outdoor flashlight you need to light up your whole backyard. So, for like small rooms, indoors, and even a little bit outdoors, this will fit your need very well. And you obviously need to light up your whole backyard. You need a bigger, more powerful flashlight, 100 to 150 lumens for that.
Yeah, at least. And you could get much more than that as the price goes up. But, that's the Nebo.
And I'm sure you'll be able to see the glow in the dark button once we do the light test too.
Yeah, so we'll insert that light test right here now.
If you can pick that up.
Hey guys, here's the light test. We're in the pitch black right now. I'm going to see if I could pick up the glow in the dark. There you go. There's the button right there. You can see it glows in the dark, which is really cool. So yeah, no light in here. We're going to do the shine test now. Brian's holding the light, so whenever you're ready. Nothing is in focus right now, but you get the general idea of the light and its power and its lumens and its ability to light things up pretty well for such a small flashlight at such a price. So yeah, there you go. That's that. All right, so that was the light test. Nebo flashlight. Hope you enjoyed. Go make the buy. It's on the website. I'll put the website down in the description. But for $10, and I think the shipping is pretty cheap. If you can't find this in a store, order it off the site because it's a pretty good flashlight, you know? Good to have with you every day. So that's that first flashlight review. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching.